He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Klein. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Floating away. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Trying to pound their way in. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it.
Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They've got the screen set up. Nice move to keep running. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air, using his feet to buy time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, out of space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Underwood. That's caught, it's Haynes. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The kick is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Williams will pass. He's got the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked it down so quickly. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Washington sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Spins away from the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Williams looking for a man. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, Dallas offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's going to run it. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play. And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Going up top again. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Simpson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock for a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Williams will pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Turning on the Jets. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Caught close to the marker. It's Boston. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Works the middle of the field.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's at. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
He's going to take off. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What